So obviously this has some ethical concerns in decision making. Managers' reliance on AI to make significant personnel decisions brings up some ethical questions. Yeah, of course, regarding accountability and fairness in the workplace. The lack of oversight can result in biased or flawed outcomes, reflecting data quality rather than employee merit. That's my biggest fear of this. At the end of the day, AI systems are only trained, they're only making decisions on the information that they're trained upon, and they don't know anything else out of those domains. And so in other words, loading things like employees metrics, productivity ratings, cost of time completion of projects, all these kinds of things may only tell a small part of the story. There may be a larger merit issue there, some extra extraordinary things that the employee did to separate him or herself in terms of their value in the workplace. And we're missing that if we're just looking at metrics. Even if you're working for things like a large consulting organization, they're going to rely on what they can rely on, basically a mathematical model in terms of how you're going to be ranked based on your utilization, sales closed, things like that. In many cases, they're missing kind of the core component of the value of the employee itself. And I think that's going to do not only the employees a disservice, but the company a disservice. You're going to be pushing people out of the organization that actually have a tremendous amount of value, where you could be keeping people that may not be as productive. And so, in other words, someone who's playing the game. As AI could be mirroring existing biases like LLM, it risks perpetuating discrimination, which undermines the principles of equal opportunity and fairness in hiring and promotion practices. So this is what it's going to come down to, is that these models, these AI models that people are leveraging, have innate biases. They all do. You can't eliminate them from being biased 100% of the time. You can't eliminate humans from being biased 100% of the time. And so the fear is these biases will be patterns that people don't anticipate. And we're making decisions based on these patterns, and they're incorrect patterns. In other words, we're not actually looking at the value of the employee. We're not actually looking at the value of the person who's going to be promoted. We're not actually looking at what the cost issues are in picking someone's salary. And missing lots of those pieces means you're only getting half the story, and you're going to be making bad decisions.